Hey guys, it's not Saturday, but you'll get this when it's Saturday. I'll upload it when it's Saturday. Um, Hopefully, as all of you know, Saturday is Christmas, and my grandma is sleeping over Christmas Eve into Christmas morning because we don't trust her to drive because she's getting, a little bit senile. So she's going to be sleeping in my room, and I'm going to have an air mattress and probably a random place in my house. So, and of course, I feel most comfortable making my videos in my room, and it'll be kind of awkward, try to make my video, and then all of a sudden my grandma comes in and tries to get dressed. I really don't think you guys want to see that. I don't even want to see that. So, I'm making it Thursday, because Wednesday, I'll probably be busy too. My mom will probably be crazy and, so yeah, this week's topic is our views on bisexuals. First off, I'm obviously, I know there's a lot of prejudice against bisexuals in the straight and the gay community. And of course, pansexuality, in my mind, kind of originated from bisexuality. Before there was pansexuality or omnisexuality, they just, identified it as bisexual because, that's probably the closest thing they thought fit them. But then they realized, there was a difference between some bisexuals. Some bisexuals were no, I'd only date, a cisgendered female or a cisgendered male. And then others were well, I don't really focus on the gender, it's whatever. If they weren't originally born a female, but they identify as female, that's cool. And, I've known some bisexuals that, I've told them I'm pansexual and they didn't know what that was. And I explained it to them and they're oh, well, I could apply myself to that. And then I know some bisexuals that are I wouldn't date a tranny, and, they're I fully accept that, but I just wouldn't want to be in a romantic relationship with somebody who's trans. So, definitely, I'm not, prejudiced against bisexuals because, like I said, I feel pansexuality originated from bisexuality, and I identified as bisexual for 3 years. And then I found out what pansexual meant maybe, 6 months ago. And that's around the time where I identified as pansexual. So, and when people think of pansexuals, or not pansexuals, bisexuals, I feel they think of the faux bisexuals, or the type of, okay, let's just say the slut bisexuals, because when I ask a straight person or a gay person what they think of when I say somebody is bisexual, they think of, oh, well, that person, sleeps around, they have to have both a boyfriend and a girlfriend, they're never satisfied, they jump from relationship to relationship, da-da-da-da-da. So I think those people, they make up probably 1% of people who identify as bi, but they make up the whole impression of everybody else. So they just ruin it for the people who actually are bisexual. And, there actually are a lot of bisexuals out there, and I know a lot of them that are actually bisexual. But You know, some people, like, when I identified as bi, I always hated telling people, yeah, I'm bi, because it just felt, I don't know, I felt like people were like, oh, wow, like, you know, she must be a slut, or, you know, she must not be satisfied and have to have a boyfriend and a girlfriend and stuff like that. So, I know a lot of bisexuals who are just tired of their label as bisexual. And like Rosie said, I think that's why a lot of bisexuals are identifying as pansexual, because, like, really, if that stigma wasn't out there, like, I wouldn't really focus on the label. I'd just, you know, say, yeah, I like everything. I like boys, girls, and, you know, I don't focus on the gender, because not a lot of people know what pansexuality is, but, like, I just don't feel like bisexual anymore, and if I say that, I kind of cringe, because I know what, you know, people who are uneducated are thinking. So, and not like I care what people think, but it's just, it's so annoying, and it takes so much energy to explain to them what, like, who I am, and that label doesn't define me, just because some other a-holes, like, messed it up for all the bisexuals. So, if you are bisexual, and you are actually bisexual, I'm sorry for, you know, all the, you know, faux bisexuals have messed it up for you. And if you're a faux bisexual, just, you might want to rethink a lot of things, and rethink, okay, am I bisexual, or am I just a really horny person? Because I believe that there are actual bisexuals who are emotionally attracted to boys and girls, but I also believe that there are people out there that identify as bisexual that are just extremely horny. And most of those people are teenagers, you know, their hormones are raging, and when they get to 30, you know, they're probably going to settle down with the opposite sex and have children and then identify as straight. So I feel like those people ruin it for, you know, the people who are actually bisexual. If you look at the teenage population that identifies as bisexual, there are, you know, a good amount that later in life they're probably not gonna identify as bisexual their whole life. Now, there are people who will and do identify as bisexual throughout all their life, and I applaud them, and those are the real bisexuals. So, I guess that's my point of view. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas. And yeah, I'll see you next Saturday. Bye, guys.